I do not know which one I would pick at this point, to be totally honest with you.
Is this the first draw in Bourbon Years history that...
Just because of the price point.
I know, right? That's what's killing me.
Like, yeah, you get an experience on this, but
if you said 50,
right?
I'd be like, no way, the uncut.
Yeah. If you said 50 for this, I'd be like, I'm out.
But it's so affordable. It's like, how do you not just grab one? Back to another 3 Bourbon Years. This week we have Smoke Wagon in the house, and we are doing a little side-by-side comparison of Uncut Unfiltered versus Uncut the Younger. So, historically, we have loved this bottle.
Yes, we have.
But we're finding with time, things are maybe changing.
Things are maybe changing with the Smoke Wagon brand for us, which is getting a little scary.
I know.
Yeah, we've been disappointed with their small batch bourbon, and then their regular straight bourbon's alright too. So.
And I should probably mention before we get into this, there's only 2 Bourbon Years this week.
Oh yeah.
If you saw our last week's video and what will be the following week, Mitch is on baby leave. He had his second son. Or his
first son, second baby. Yep.
So he will be here probably in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Yeah. And we'll pick up his slack from here. So
absolutely.
All right,
so what do we know about these, huh?
Yeah, we got Smoke Wagon bourbon from, what are they called? H&C, right?
H&C, I think. Yeah.
Nevada H&C, and one of the only like Las Vegas distilleries kind of in the game that's
doing anything.
A national brand. So.
So today we're just gonna be comparing the two. We're gonna try the Uncut Unfiltered, and then we're gonna compare that to the Uncut the Younger. Basically, the difference between the two is this is supposed to be their older, more kind of elaborate, advanced stock of whiskeys from MGP that are maybe aged a little bit differently. This is actually the same exact product as their straight bourbon whiskey. Mm-hmm. It's just uncut and unfiltered, which is actually kind of exciting because this one costs quite a bit more than this one. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this one actually compares, how this, the Younger actually compares to this. Because if you can find these, right, and if it even comes close to this,
that's exactly what I was thinking.
Then there's no reason to spend your $80.
Well, it's like Stellum, right?
Yeah.
If you love the bourbon for $55, why would you get the black for $100?
Exactly.
You know? So
I'm gonna get these poured.
Yeah, well, he pours. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. We release videos every Thursday, and we are almost 60 weeks in the running here.
Yeah, this will be our 60th video, actually.
So yeah, give us some support and love, and stick around for Try By Deny. And our Try By Deny this week will be a little different. We're gonna do a comparison, so we're probably just gonna pick between the two of which we like better.
Which one do you want to try first?
So we got them lined up.
So the left glass that we have is the Uncut Unfiltered, and then the glass on the right side, or your left, I suppose, is.
Do you feel like we should go younger or older here?
I don't know. It's kind of a tough choice, actually.
Let's
go older.
Okay.
Let's go older first, because then we'll really put this one to the test.
All right.
So we're going older first, and with this bottle in particular. So again, these are all done in batches. This one is in particular is batch number 157. So you will get a lot of variation from batch to batch,
which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. We've had some that are really, really good. Like the first one we ever tried was one of the best bottles we've ever had.
Yep.
And then we've had some that are okay, right?
Yep.
They're not bad. We've never really had a bad one of these.
No.
But we've had some amazing ones. So.
And this is the first bottle that really gave us like roller coaster effect, where you had the finish like linger and kind of taper off, and then all of a sudden it came roaring back, and then maybe linger and come back a second time, even third time.
It was an eye-opening like whiskey experience. I think for like some new bourbon drinkers, we hadn't really experienced anything like that. All
right, I'm gonna get my nose in there.
So on the nose, what do you get? I'm really curious to hear. I've dug into this bottle obviously a lot, and this is the first time you've tried this one.
Okay, so I'm getting. I mean, it's pretty ethanol forward. Like you can't get your nose buried in there. Yeah. And we're also coming off of a Russell's single barrel review, which is super delicate. But I'm getting a lot of vanilla, like right up front. Like
a lot of light vanilla.
Like vanilla extract.
So I don't want to ruin it for you.
Yeah.
But I'm going to put this in your head.
Okay.
Right? I'm going to plant the seed. And it's actually a corn seed. Because that's all I get in this
corn, like ethanol?
Like, you know how we've tried those Balcones bottles?
Oh, yeah.
I almost get that level of corn whiskey, and it's almost like a Texas corn whiskey. Yeah. That to me, that's what this batch kind of has. I didn't notice it until I got about halfway through the bottle, and then now, ever since I've kind of discovered that, that's all I could smell in this bourbon.
It's pretty heavy. like that ethanol forward corn, like
it's very corny.
But I don't know if I'd go as far as
probably not, right?
Because that was like tortilla chips.
I've had a lot of time to think about it, and honestly, this reaches tortilla chip for me at this point.
Right.
But maybe it might not for you since it's the first time you're smelling it. But I've had some alone time with this bottle. Me and this bottle have gotten to know each other.
So
and the more we got to know each other, the less we've liked each other. I'm gonna be honest. But
so I'm getting a little corn. I will say, like, because of that ethanol forward, which we haven't gotten a lot of other bottles of this. It's hard to pull out a lot of flavors with it. Like I'm getting that vanilla extract, but
that's just covering up everything else, right?
Yeah, I can't. As far as legs, like this thing is oily.
Oh yeah. It's very viscous, right?
That color is pretty classic. Copper, hay.
I maybe get a little bit of sugar in there, not like a ton, to be honest. But you're right though. It's like ethanol and corn, and then like that's pretty much it. That's all I can get on it.
Okay. Well,
wait, let's taste.
This retails for $79.99.
Yeah, I think I got this one for like $85 with tax. So
okay.
Let's go. Cheers.
So that ethanol is like, it's in your nose. It's like kind of everywhere.
That corn follows through to me on the palate too. There's a lot of nice spiciness. So I think if you're a corn kind of forward whiskey liker or drinker, whiskey liker with a little bit of that pepperiness, this would be right up your alley. This bottle in particular is very peppery and just corny.
Okay. Well, should we go to the Uncut the Younger and
let's do it.
Okay.
Splash of water.
Yeah, I'm gonna free ball it because I didn't grab a water.
You're fine. All right.
Oh my gosh.
So 30. Let's reiterate. $30.
That I know that nose already.
$30. I think it cost us like $35. We got it for.
And we've only seen this at a special event in Western Wisconsin one time when we bought them.
They had it on the shelf, right?
Yeah.
So like they must have gotten in some stock, but
I've
that's
never
the only
seen
time.
this.
Yeah, otherwise we've never seen it.
Even down south when I went to Arizona, I didn't see that anymore. So and maybe it's newer. I don't know, but.
So this is just supposed to be the younger stuff. So this is their typical straight bourbon, but just uncut and unfiltered. And honestly, the nose to me is very, very delicate. Right? Like,
it is.
It's not like anything dark or beefy in there. It's all just.
But I am getting a lot of like really good like vanilla smoke, wood spice.
It's buttery.
Yeah, like savory.
Some butter in there.
Honestly, this nose, it's not close to there, but like we keep talking about the 1792 12 year. Like this gives me some of those like notes, like that smokiness. I don't know.
It's a little ethanol-y.
Yeah.
Too. It is in line with this, but it's not nearly as corny. So.
Legs aren't obviously as viscous as Uncut Unfiltered.
Which is to be expected, right?
The color is pretty, almost identical, I feel like.
Yeah, it looks almost the same. But you can tell, like, even just by looking at it, like, the Uncut Unfiltered is much more like...
The way it moves in the glass.
Yeah, it's much more oily. What's the proof on this? 57.58% alcohol.
So it's got a higher proof slightly than this.
She's like a 115 proof, so...
56.25.
Yeah.
Should we dive in?
Let's go for it. Cheers.
Cheers. Okay, it's weird. Immediately, I don't know why my brain went to butter, like butteriness. Like that butter that you picked up. I didn't get a lot of that myself, but like I picked that up on the palate now.
It does have like a butter aspect to the palate too.
It's like a melted butter consistency too on your tongue.
Yeah.
But that finish, like...
Yeah, the finish is not nearly the same. That is the stark difference here is the finish.
Right. That is like your delicate nose on the finish. It's like, oh, there it is, gone. Mm-hmm. That's fairly short. Like, I don't even know if that's short to medium.
And it's gone.
And it's gone. Wow, nothing here, no Kentucky hug. It's like maybe like the back of the roof of your mouth for a split second. It doesn't even go down your...
It's pretty thin.
Yeah.
It's pretty thin. It's got that buttery kind of flavor to it, but I don't think it's buttery at all in texture. It does have a little bit of that... Again, I don't know why I'm pulling all this out, but it's got a little bit of that corn to me, just like this bottle has. It's just much more intense.
Yeah.
On the Uncut Unfiltered.
Gosh. And this, again, I hate saying this, but it's so non-complex and simple that I'm not getting like a ton of flavor profile on it. It's just kind of like bourbon flavor gone. Like,
right.
Like there isn't like robust cherry and, you know, all this like wood spice and smoke. It's just kind of like really surface level bourbon flavors, like a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of caramel, and then
brown sugar,
yeah,
and then it's just gone. Yeah.
I don't know.
I just went back to this, and that like when you swallow, like, yeah, I'm not like the biggest fan of the flavors, but it does offer such a better experience, like overall. Like it's
the roller coaster.
It comes in waves. It like that spiciness is radiating throughout your mouth.
Yeah.
Like, it's packing a little bit of a punch.
The bottle looks cooler.
Which we all know is definitely important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you feel like
tough battle?
Do you need to go back and forth, or do you feel like you
kind of already did?
Okay.
But I do not know which one I would pick at this point. To be totally honest with you.
Is this the first draw in Bourbon Year's history that?
Just because of the price point.
I know, like, that's what's killing me.
Like, yeah, you get an experience on this, but
if you
like,
said 50,
right?
I'd be like, no way, the Uncut.
Yeah. If you said 50 for this, I'd be like, I'm out.
But it's so affordable. It's like, how do you not just grab one on the shelf? You know?
Right. And like, would 2 of these make you happier than having 1 of these? I don't know.
Oh, dude,
these are the questions. This is the reason why we're here.
Okay.
Should we get into it? I really don't know what I'm gonna pick yet, though. To be honest, we might have to like pause this video.
And like, you gotta do it on a whim. You gotta do it on a whim.
Oh man. All right,
you're going first this time.
Yeah.
I didn't go first last time.
It just came to me.
Okay.
I think I got it, and I have my reasoning behind it. Right.
This is like one of the tougher.
This is honestly one of the harder things, one of the harder video decisions we've ever had.
Because there's also like a little bit of sentimental.
Yeah,
right?
That's the thing.
Like,
we're suckers for that.
I know.
Okay, I'm ready. So, not try by denied, but which bottle would we pick?
Yeah.
And I'm still, even with the price, gonna go with the Uncut Unfiltered. I might not like this bottle very much in particular, but the fact that we've had some that are some of the best bottles that we've ever tasted, I think
that shows you what
Smoke
could
Wagon
happen.
Uncut Unfiltered you had was unbelievable.
Yep.
And the one that Mitch has is not quite to that level, but it's much better than this, and it kicks the living hell out of this.
Mm-hmm. Okay, good points. So the thing that you made a comment that all of a sudden I'm like, oh, that answered it for me. You said, would 2 of these make you happier than 1 of these? And I said instantly in my head, I go, no.
Exactly.
And it's not a knock on either or that, or it's just the fact that, again, with that roller coaster experience, like, yes, flavor is important, but also so is like the finish,
experience,
and experience. So we would get very bored of this. I already know that.
Oh,
if we were sitting around a fire and like, I'd be like, all right, that was good.
Are you ever gonna pick this bottle up off the shelf when you have to drink something?
No.
If you're like, I'm hankering for a
Yeah.
barrel proof product right now.
Yep.
You're never gonna pick that
No.
up. If you have this sitting next to that,
Exactly.
you're always gonna go for this.
There's a lot of barrel proofs that are like $50 that are for $20 more. You can blow it. Anyways, I think I want to keep one of these on the shelf just for it's fun.
Yeah, it's
you
cool.
know. But we have a history with this. This was one of our first favorite bottles. The bottle's awesome as shit.
It's the coolest bottle ever.
Like
Hands down.
Yeah, like you said, the
Aaron, the distiller or the blender out there, master blender, is like the coolest guy.
He's
of all
awesome
time.
too.
Yeah,
like the best master distiller probably. Like
I get addicted to watching his reviews of the batches that I'm buying. So like I'll look through Instagram to find when he's blending up 157, and kind of like learn about it before I buy it.
We're Smoke Wagon fans through and through. I'm gonna go with the Uncut Unfiltered. Again, this wasn't our favorite, but we have had a really decent one, and we've had a really good one. So we're just gonna assume this was maybe not,
it's
it's
worth the try.
So I'd go this route, $80 ish. I wouldn't also spend probably more than $100 on this bottle at all.
I would spend retail every time, especially now that they're in our area. I would never spend more than, I think I spent like $85 on it. I mean, it kind of hurts because sometimes you don't know what you're gonna get. It might be one of these where it's a little more corny and not the greatest. So by no means though am I upset about this. Like, it's still a good sipper, and like I'll enjoy it, and I have enjoyed it.
It's just that nose in this is a little offending. Like it's just a little too ethanol forward, and the other ones didn't have that. So
Right.
we'll get back to it with another one of these, and it'll be just as good. So
all right. Well, let us know if you've tried either of these bottles, and if you have, which one do you prefer? Have you been able to find the Uncut the Younger? We haven't been able to find it like at all. We've seen it at one store here since we've been in the bourbon game. And yeah, just let us know which one you prefer, and let us know how much you're paying for these in your area too. We did have a subscriber ask us to kind of talk about prices in different regions,
which we got to get better at.
So we're gonna eventually start looking things up on a laptop here beforehand, and kind of get the prices down for the different regions. So like East Coast, West Coast, middle of the country, South, things like that, to kind of give a good idea of what the prices that you should be paying for the bottles. But yeah, so like we said in the beginning, go ahead and like the video. Please comment, drop us a comment, and please subscribe. So that'll do it.
All for one and one for all.
Cheers.